Wait, hang on. Don't turn on. Got my mom back here. Mom and Lisa. You put my mic. Make sure you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. I'll mute you guys. Nice. Nice, Kat. Okay. Okay, friends. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Special announcements. I have my embodiment class coming up this Saturday, which is yoga, about 45 minutes of yoga, breath work, about 45 minutes of breath work. And it's not pranayama, it's not breath exercises, it's one type of breath. If you know what holotropic breath work is, or you've heard of it, that's what it is. So it's one type of breath for that entire time, meant to put you into a non-ordinary state of consciousness where you're not so much in your head, you're more in your body, you can feel energy. So breath work and then sound at the end for like 20 minutes. So if that sounds interesting to you, you're curious, I would love to have you. You've come to that a few times, Liz, right? And Chris, yeah. Maybe anyone else in here, Kirsten. Anyway, come if you're around. I would love to have you. I love teaching that class, makes me happy. It's $30 per person, 7 to 9 p.m. in this space. And then the end of the month, it's the 31st or the 30th. I think it's the 30th. It's a Saturday. I have it's called yoga. What is it called? Yoga, breath, and cold. So me and Andre, if you know Andre, he's around the studio a bit. He's super, I think he's just cool. He teaches Wim Hof breath work. So I'm going to be teaching yoga. He's going to be teaching Wim Hof breath work, which is the type of breath work that's meant to then put you into cold places without like freaking out so much. So that's the idea. I really don't want to do it, honestly. Like I am dreading it. I'm dreading getting in that cold thing. But so he's just gonna have horse troughs out there. They're clean, don't worry. But out there on the like little patio, and they'll be full of ice water, and we'll just take turns getting in. And so the whole thing, you guys know, it's just to relax and find a regulated state when you are in that state. So it really is supposed to help with like anxiety and depression and even all these other things. So if you're just, again, curious, I have that's the 30th. It's the last Saturday of this month. The flyer's out there with a little QR code on it. With Wim Hof Breathwork, you have to sign a liability. So I'll send that to you, or you can sign it when you get here. But so the liability is on that thing, and then also the QR code to sign up. Okay. And you sign it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, any questions, or shall we just practice some yogs? Do the thing. Let's start on our backs today. So go ahead and lay down. As you lay down, if it would feel good to move in any way, go for it. So maybe you just want to right away kind of stretch your body nice and long, arms overhead, legs out in front of you. Maybe you even want to windshield wiper your knees a couple times side to side. So anything that just feels kind of good this morning, feel into your body. And then eventually just find a place to rest in stillness. So again, any way you want to, anything that feels good, maybe feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees together. Maybe just Shavasana, legs extended. And then if you haven't already, close your eyes, or if you like to keep your eyes open, see if you can at least soften your gaze, lower your gaze. And then take just these first couple of moments to really fully arrive in this space. So simply just feel your body, the weight of your body right here in this room on the ground. Feel every part of your body that's in contact with the ground. Notice physical sensations. So it could be as simple as just feeling the texture of your clothes or your hair on your skin. And then see if you can go inside. So in your inner space, what's there? What physical sensations are there? What energetic sensations are there? What emotions might be present for you this morning? And then start to notice the rise and fall of your breath. And if you want, you can even visualize your breath. Use your imagination. And next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. So see if you can feel every part of your body expand, inflate, take up more space. Big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Ah. Two more like that. Great big inhale, fill up. When you think you are full, see if there's a little bit extra you can find. And then open your mouth, big sigh. And let your body melt into the ground even more. One more time, make this the biggest breath you've taken all morning long. Pause. Extra little sip, maybe 2 extra sips. And then when you're ready, just open your mouth and let it go. Start to drop into enjoiiiiii breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to create that gentle whisper noise with each breath you take. And keep your enjoiiiiii breath going and just draw your knees towards your belly. And take a gentle rock from side to side. So just kind of give your low back a nice little massage against the ground for a moment. And then eventually let your knees fall to the right side, left arm out to the left, or you can cactus your left arm against the ground, gaze up or over your left shoulder. If you want, right hand to the outside of your left thigh or knee, and just apply a little bit of gentle pressure. See if you can feel and hear your slow, spacious breaths moving through you. Big, spacious inhales, slow, steady exhales, all the way to the very bottom, all the way to emptiness. Take just a couple more on this side. And then slowly start to transition to the other side in your own way. So as you come through center, you might take a moment, kind of rock it out or give your knees a big squeeze in. Eventually, knees go left, right arm out to the right. Gaze up or over your right shoulder and breathe big and spacious down into your belly. See if you can soften all the muscles in your face, your jaw, forehead. Take about 2 more rounds here. And then when you feel pretty even on both sides, and I'll just leave it up to you, come back to center and find that little rock one more time. So just rocking side to side at first, then eventually invitation to rock and roll forward and back along your spine. So you can absolutely skip these rocks and find your own way up to hands and knees. If you're rocking and rolling, take a few rounds, try to make them as smooth as you can. Eventually we'll rock up, cross our ankles, and just bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So roll over your feet, kind of crawl back a little bit. And from hands and knees, friends, anything that would feel good, intuitive movement, anything that would feel interesting. Just let go of how you look. So if it helps, close your eyes. Go of how anybody else in this room looks and just get curious. Focus on what you're feeling inside. Focus on your slow, intentional breaths. Yes, good. Give it a few more rounds, just moving in whatever way your body wants to move. And then eventually, downward facing dog is our destination. You can start your own transition back. No rush. Good job, friends. Back in down dog, same thing. Just feel into it. Pedal out your heels. Give your hips a little shift side to side. Give your head a little shake or a little nod. Take one more big inhalation into your down dog. And then as you exhale, just look to the top of your space, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, let's go straight into our halfway lift position. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Arms to the sky as you breathe in. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down. You can bend your knees a lot if it feels better in your low back. Inhale to a halfway lift, so spine long, back of your neck long. Exhale, let it go, fold. From the press of your feet, from the connection to your center, rise, heart leads, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's take that one more time through. See if you can close your eyes this time. Inhale, high mountain. So feel from the inside as you dive down. Exhale slowly. Traction out your spine. Yes. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Everything elongates. Exhale. Let it go. Fold. Press into your feet and take it all the way back up. Arms to the sky. Beautiful, friends. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right, this time inhale, arms reach up. Let's take a side body stretch. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms to face up. So press through your palms. One more inhale, get as long as you can. And then as you exhale, hips go left, upper body goes right. So you can keep your left shoulder pulling back. Maybe even take your gaze slightly up. Really root down into the inner edge of your left foot. Take one more deep breath. Through center as you inhale, and then other side with your exhalation. So hips go right, upper body goes left, press through your palms. So try not to bend your elbows, but make your arms strong. Pull your right shoulder back and down, maybe even take your gaze slightly up. Lots of weight in the inner edge of right foot. One more round. Good job. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers here now. So roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze your spine, maybe reach your hands back, and then maybe add just the slightest little back bend. Press your hips forward as you hug in with your inner thighs, puff up your chest, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Yes, beautiful. Take one more in breath. Nice, Liz. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips all the way down. So let your head be heavy, let your neck relax. Maybe your knees bend a lot. See if you can lift your butt up. See if you can lift your knuckles up. Relax your neck. Give your head a little shake. Take one more inhale. Good job. Nice, Anya. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, nice and easy. Let your arms hang down. Give them a little shake out. Enjoiiiiii. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Exhale, nice. Okay, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Pause for just a moment. Make sure your fingers are spreading really wide. Take a big inhale on the top of your push-up. Listen, exhale, down dog. So lift your hips and press them back. You might bend your knees a lot. Inhale, again, come forward to high plank. You shouldn't have to move your hands or your feet. Exhale, back to down dog. So lift your hips, press them back. Hands and feet don't need to move. Inhale, forward, high plank. Come to your knees if you want. Exhale, slowly lower this time, chaturanga. Let's find Spider-Man Cobra first today. So hands on the hardwood floor, nice and wide, up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Doesn't have to be super high. Exhale, take a little twist to your right side. Left shoulder dips down. Inhale, back to center. Heart lifts, press your pelvis. Good. Exhale, other side. Right shoulder dips down. Yes. Nice, Paul. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. Go one more time each way, or choose your own back bend variation if you'd rather. Eventually, downward facing dog. So find your way back in your own way, in your own time. Nice job. Downward facing dog, about 5 breaths. So please, if you would like to, you can move, you can explore. If you want more strength, you can turn it into a turbo dog. The only thing you have to change is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards each other. So it's almost like you're in a dolphin pose, but your forearms are just hovering above the ground. Keep lifting your hips really high. Keep relaxing your neck. Keep breathing big and spacious. Yes, take one more big inhale. Nice, Lynn. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, nice, Laura. Let it go. Fold in. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Arms reach, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. This time, interlace your fingers and steeple your index fingers. See if you can press your palms together. Really squeeze your biceps next to your ears. Nice. Take one more big inhale, get taller. As you exhale, hips go left, upper body goes right. So like a crescent moon shape. Keep your left shoulder back. Maybe take your gaze just slightly up. Lots of weight in your left foot. Nice, Chris. Take one more round. Breathe into your left baseline. Good, Jen. Inhale through center. Both feet on the ground. Realign. And then as you exhale, other side. So start from lower body. Hips go right. Upper body goes left. Make sure your bicep isn't in front of your face or next to your cheek. It's right next to your ear. So pull your right shoulder back and down. Elongate through your arms. Lots of weight in your right foot. One last breath. So good. Back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you, chair plank. So for now, just keep your heels on the ground and see if you can lift up your toes, get them to spread. Make sure your toes are all facing directly forward and feel as balanced and as strong through your feet and your ankles as possible. Feel a connection to your center. So as you're sitting back, you feel your core firing. Feel your strong back muscles and use them to keep your heart lifted like you're in a cobra pose. Stay where you're at, or option to float up to your tiptoes. So lift your heels as high as you're able to. And as you lift your heels, maybe now you can bend your knees a little bit more. You have more range of motion in your legs. Take one more deep breath. Good job. Next time you inhale, everyone, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So rise up and open up. Squeeze the bottom tips of shoulder blades. And then exhale. I like to bring my hands together at my third eye. Slow dive all the way down. Beautiful breath, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. You can go straight back to down dog or vinyasa your way. See you back in down dog. No rush. Big, slow, spacious breaths. Enjoiiiiii. So use your breath to hold and support you in every single posture and every single transition. Next time you breathe in, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And if you want to, you're welcome to open your hip or just kind of feel around for a moment. You could roll your ankle around, circle your knee. Stay rooted and strong through your hands and your shoulders. Good, Corey. Stay connected to your center. Beautiful. Take one more big inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. As you exhale, right knee to your nose, round your spine. Step forward as soft as you can. Low lunge. And then rise up to crescent lunge. No hurry. So take your time, find stability through your legs. High on the ball of your back foot. So all of your toes face directly forward. Your hips are square. And the stability comes by finding your center, by hugging towards midline. So energetically, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. Your legs are strong, back leg just as strong as front leg. Good. Little tone in your belly. If you're pulling front hip back hip forward, automatically you get that little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals, supporting your low back. Heart lifts. Maybe your gaze even lifts. Feel your slow, spacious breath. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, preparing for a balance. Draw your belly button in and up. So feel your connection to center. If it helps, you can scoot your back foot forward a little bit. Eventually, we're going to float our back foot off the ground. So lean forward, variation of warrior 3. Strong straight line from the crown of your head back to your right heel or back to your left heel. Cam, your legs are reversed. Whatever you do, you stay where you're at. Or here's your option: right arm forward. So right arm forward, left leg back. Asymmetrical warrior 3. Amazing. Take one more round. And then see if you can land back in crescent lunge. So softly step your left toes back, both arms to the sky. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then immediately walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So all of your toes are facing forward. Come to a halfway lift with your spine. Fingertips on the ground, and keep walking your hands towards the back of your mat a little bit more. Bend your left knee. Now right hand stays down, left arm up. So your right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Right hand down, left arm to the sky, twist. Use the leverage of your right foot and your right hand against the ground to work your twist. Your butt's sticking out, your spine is long. Breathe down into your belly. One more. So good, you guys. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Now wide-legged forward fold. So you can hang out in your fold, or feel free to explore or play. Slow, spacious breaths. Enjoiiiiii. So over and over, reconnect to your breath. If you lose it, no big deal. Bring it back. If you get distracted, no big deal. Come back. Thanks, Chris. Really good, everybody. Last couple rounds here. Good, Corey. Hips on the ground, so bend your knees if needed. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat and rotate your toes forward so you're back in a low lunge position. From your low lunge, root into your front foot And just step your back foot forward, nice and easy. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way up. Rise, arms to the sky. Pause right here in high mountain. Right foot is your base. Left knee lifts, standing staff. So find your strong core. Feel it. Hug in towards midline with your inner thighs. Yes, active through your left foot. One more inhale here. If you want, you can extend your left leg forward. As you exhale, curtsy squat, hands to heart center, swing your left leg around. Bend both knees, just like you're taking a little curtsy, but your hands are at your heart. You're not bending forward and looking down. Hone your belly, reach your tailbone towards the ground, keep your heart lifted. See if you can take little baby pulses. So stay low in your legs, just an inch or so of movement. Let the heat build in your legs. Breathe slow and deep. Now as low as you can go and just hold for one more breath. Inhale, high mountain, reach up, both feet on your mat. Stretch it out. Exhale, take your slow dive down, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa, or you can always go straight back to down dog. You can always substitute cat-cows. Back and down dog. Ujjayi breath. Next K. All right. Next inhalation, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And go ahead, and if there's any exploration you want to take on this side, feel free. Stay connected to your center. Keep your strong foundation of your hands rooted. Nice, Anya. Shoulders strong. So good. Awesome, Erin. Take one more big inhale. Make your left leg long, strong, and powerful. As you exhale, knee towards your nose. So scoop out your belly and then step forward as soft as you can. Yes. Rise up, crescent lunge. Nice, Laura. So slowly settling in. Find your foundation, the stability of your legs. And then from that strong place, grow into your expression through your upper body. So heart lifts, maybe gaze lifts. Maybe you're spreading your fingers really wide, or maybe you're softening your hands today. Take one more big inhale. Reach, feel yourself in this pose, and then exhale, hinge forward, hands to your front thigh. So if it helps, you can scoot your back toes forward a little bit. Find your strong core, navel to spine. It should feel almost like you're puffing up your low back. So keep that connection and then lean forward. Back leg floats up. Keep your back leg strong, like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. Strong, straight, powerful line from crown of head back to heel. Stay where you're at, or left arm forward, right leg back. Left arm, right leg. Yes. Hips are square. Take one more round, your fullest expression. Awesome, Liz. Awesome, Jen. Slowly back to crescent. See if you can land softly. Inhale. Nice, Paul. Exhale. Bring your hands down. And then walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Come to a halfway lift position in your spine. Fingertips down. Bend your knees as much as needed. Keep walking your hands towards the back edge of your mat as you bend your right knee. Left hand down, right arm up. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Root through your left foot and use it as leverage to open more in your twist. Spine long like you're in a halfway lift position. And one more round here. Good job. Let it go. Wide-legged straddle anywhere you'd like to take it. So feel free to play and explore or just hold and breathe. Good. Couple more breaths. And then back to that halfway lift position with fingertips down. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, rotate your toes forward, and just step forward, forward fold, nice and easy. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow, fold. Roots through your feet all the way to stand, arms reach up. Pause here, right knee floats up, standing staff. So inner thighs hug in, make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip. So hug in like you're zipping a zipper up through your midline. Everything's hugging in and lifting up. Nice job, Cam. Take one more big inhale if you want. Extend your right leg forward, press through your heel. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your right leg around. Use the mobility of your right hip. Right toes off the left edge of your mat. Hands to heart. Get low. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So hips are square. Belly is toned. Take your little pulses. Stay low. Yeah. Let the heat build in your legs. Long through your spine. Get as low as you can and take one more big deep breath. Good job. Inhale, high mountain, stretch it out, lengthen. Exhale, dive down slowly, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you'd like, or skip it. Back to down dog, or if you would like, child's pose is an option as well. You can take a moment, few deep breaths, just to reconnect, to recalibrate. So feel whatever there is to feel, notice whatever there is to notice. We'll be moving through that entire sequence. One breath, one movement now. Does not mean we move as fast as we can, speed through it. It means we go really slow and really mindfully through each transition from pose to pose with our big, slow, deep breaths. So if at any time you feel like I'm cueing really slow, see if you can breathe slower, breathe bigger, breathe deeper. Move with my cues, breathe with my cues. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. So feel free at any time to just take a break or do your own thing if you'd rather. Down dogs, one more inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your space, forward fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. And let it go, breathe out. Rise all the way up, big full body stretch at the top. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice to your right. Exhale, use that exhale all the way to emptiness. Through center, breathe in. Other side, as you exhale, think up and then over. Inhale, center. Exhale, you choose chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float to tiptoes if you'd like. And inhale all the way up into arcing Tadasana. So cactus your arms, lift your heart. Exhale, dive down, perhaps hands together at your third eye. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, lower down slowly, like you're resisting gravity. Inhale, lift your heart, peel it open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, strong, powerful. Now use your core strength as soft as you can. Step forward on your exhalation. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, strong legs, lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, prepare to balance, navel to spine. And inhale, float your back foot off the ground. Stay here as you exhale, option to reach your right arm forward, asymmetrical warrior 3. Inhale, back to crescent lunge, soft landing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Immediately walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Keep walking them towards the back of your mat. Left knee bends, left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So straighten your legs, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, spider crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Rise all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee floats up. Standing staff, you can even extend if you want. Exhale, curtsy squat, get low, hands to hearts. Now listen, you choose back to standing staff or high mountain. So if you want to stay balanced, go for it. As you exhale, both feet on the ground, dive down, forward fold. Good job, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, try to keep that exhale going as you lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, nice air in downward facing dog. Great big inhale, left leg high. Step through as soft as possible. Exhale. Nice cam. Rise as you breathe in, crescent lunge. So feel your strong legs. Exhale, hinge forward, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine. Prepare for your balance and float your back foot off the ground. Hold here. Option to add your left arm as you exhale, reach. Good. Inhale back to crescent, soft landing, heart lifts. Exhale, hands to the ground. Walk them over to the right long edge of your mat. Keep walking them towards the back edge of your mat as your right knee bends, right arm to the sky. Inhale. Yes, good job. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten both legs, fold in. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And bow, let it go. Rise all the way up, arms to the sky, right knee lifts, or you can extend your right leg if you want. Curtsy squat, swing your right leg around, hands to heart, get low. And you choose back to standing staff or high mountain. Exhale, both feet on the ground, dive down slowly, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or you can always skip it. Back to down dog. Give yourself a few breaths there, maybe a couple open mouth sighs. We'll go through that one more time. This time I'm gonna throw in a few little additions, a few little variations. So just like always, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. One more big in-breath into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there, top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow, fold. Rise all the way up, big stretch, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch again of your choice, so you can change it up to your right, hips go left. Through center, inhale, realign. Take it to the other side as you exhale, up and then over. Keep your right shoulder plugged in. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, option to float to tiptoes. Inhale, arcing Tadasana, heels down, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. And exhale, take your dive down, slowly forward fold. Very nice, friends. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going. Chaturanga, lower. Nice, Paul. Peel your heart open. Elbow tips should point back, not out. Exhale, down dog. Nice, Anya. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Nice, Jenny. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit, aim high. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Lynn. Lengthen. And then everybody knee to your nose. Step through softly. Low lunge. Crescent lunge as you inhale, rise. Lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to your front thigh like you're rounding your low back, navel to spine. And float your back foot off the ground. Lean forward. Stay here as you exhale. Option to extend right arm. And back to crescent lunge. Soft landing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Walk them all the way over left long edge of your mat. Keep walking them back. Listen. You can do the same thing we've been doing. Left knee bends, right hand down, left arm up. Or if Skandasana is in your practice or you'd like to take it here, option to pivot your left toes towards the back edge of your mat, right toes towards the sky. If at all possible, keep your left heel down. If you're like, I don't understand how I could keep my left heel down, probably means you need to adjust completely through your pelvis. So it's not just an issue of ankle flexibility, it's a complete adjustment of how you are in the pose, how you're even approaching it. So just stay curious wherever you're at. 1 or 2 more big deep breaths. Yes, very nice. Come back to a wide-legged straddle position and find a halfway lift. Inhale, so everything lengthens. And then just for a moment, exhale, fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Back to your halfway lift, fingertips on the ground this time. Walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward, listen. Standing splits, left leg floats high. Stay in standing splits. Or option to open it up into a half moon. So right hand on a block or the ground, peel your hips open, left hip stacked on top of right. Maybe left arm to the sky, or maybe your left hand's on your left hip. Good job, friends. Back leg strong, either variation. Back leg strong, back foot active. One more big inhale. Nice, Kirsten. Exhale, nice and easy forward fold, top of your space. Pause for just a moment. Give your right leg a little shaky shake if it needs it. Bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball, get small. So stay here for just a moment. You can wrap your arms around your shins if you want. Get as small and compact as you can. Breathe into your low back, breathe into your back ribs. Breathe into the back of your heart. All the way to empty as you exhale. One more deep breath. Next inhalation, heels down, spine long. Lengthen. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold and back. Root through your feet. Good breathing all the way up. Rise, standing staff. Arms reach up. Left knee lifts. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your left leg around. Hands to heart. Get low. Inhale. Back to standing staff or high mountain. And exhale, swan dive down, both feet on the ground. Take it all the way down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Very nice, heart lifts, inhale. Exhale, down dog, you are almost there, stay with me. Inhale, left leg high. Hold here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, push the ground away, get as close as you can. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Left to left, aim for your armpit, super high on your arm. Yes, nice, Paul. Inhale, back up. And then last one, knee to your nose. Use all of that space in front of you. Step forward softly. Rise up, crescent lunge, strong legs. Lift your heart. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, navel to spine, like you're puffing up your low back. Find that connection. Then float your back foot off the ground, lean forward. Stay for your exhale. Maybe left arm forward. Good. Back to crescent, land softly. Inhale. Nice, Corey. Exhale, hands come down. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Keep walking them towards the back of your mat. This is where you choose. Do the same thing we've been doing. Left hand down, right arm up. Or Skandasana, right toes pivot back, left toes pivot up. You do whatever you want to with your arms. You can leave your hands on the ground for support. Or if you can find that structure in your legs, like your heels are magnetized towards each other, you can lift your arms up. Nice, Cam. Take a couple more wherever you're at. Good job. Come to a wide-legged straddle with a halfway lift and take an inhale. Exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty as you bow. Back to halfway lift with fingertips on the ground. Walk your hands forward. Exhale, root into your left foot. Standing splits, right leg high. So you choose hang out in standing splits or option for a balancing half moon. Open it up. Left hand on the ground or a block. Right hip stacks on top of left. Let your hips open. So see if you can feel your outer left glute. It's your medial glute. You want it to squeeze so that you can open through the front of your hips. Keep your back leg strong, heart open, shoulders open, wherever you are at your pose. One more big, huge inhale. Very nice. Forward fold. Set your right foot down. Give your left leg a little shaky shake or pedal out your heels. Eventually, bring your big toes together. And then take your little tiny potato bug ball, tuck and curl. If this doesn't work for you, forward fold is a great place to stay. Just hang out. Or anything else that suits your body today. You're in tiny little potato bug ball. Breathe a lot into your back body. See if you can feel your breath expand and contract. Back of your heart space, back ribs, kidneys. Good job. Next, inhale, halfway lift position. Realign, heels down, spine long. Widen your stance if you want. Exhale, let it go, fold. Let's take it all the way up. Arms reach up, right knee floats up, standing staff. Extend if you want. Exhale, curtsy squat. Take it around, slowly and intentionally. Inhale, standing staff or high mountain, you choose. Exhale, dive all the way down, forward fold. Nice, Chris. Lift halfway, inhale. Now stay with me, listen, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause here, side plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or of course, right knee, right forearm could come down to modify. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips really, really high. Maybe left arm forward, crescent moon shape. So lengthen your left side. Maybe your left leg even floats up. See if you can lift your hips even higher. One last deep breath. Nice. Okay, slowly back through your plank over to your left side. You got this. You are so much stronger than your mind wants you to think. Use your breath. Lift your hips. Maybe right arm forward at any point. Right leg could float up. So find your personal fullest expression. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Feel into it. Breathe into it. One last round. Amazing, friends. Plank or modified. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, resist gravity all the way to your belly. Pause on your belly. We're going to go into a shoulder pigeon. Turn your head left. Right arm extends straight out to the right with your palm facing the ground. Roll up onto your right side. Left foot can come down behind you like a little kickstand. Or there's lots of different variations you could play with. So left foot down, great place to stay. Sometimes I like to take peace fingers to my left big toe, extend my left leg up. Some people like a quad stretch. That doesn't feel great on my low back personally. So feel what feels best for you. And just be there, breathe into it. Make sure you can rest your head either on the ground or a block or a sweatshirt. So head is relaxed down on something. And breathe as big as you can for about 3 or 4 more. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. Soft and around sensation. Soften through your face, forehead, jaw. Take one more breath. See if you can make this one bigger than you've taken this whole time. And then bottom of your exhale, roll to your belly for a moment. Turn your head the opposite way or forehead down. Do whatever feels good with your arms and either just breathe big deep breaths into your low back and your pelvic bowl, or you could rock your hips side to side, shimmy them a little bit. You could even windshield wiper shins if you want to. In your next few breaths, shoulder pigeon on the left side. So left arm out, roll onto your left side body. Same options apply, although this side might feel totally different. So if you've got something different going on this side, do pay attention to that and honor that and respond to that. Use your big deep breath. So if you ever cannot take a big deep breath where you're at, probably means you've gone a little too far. You're forcing it. So come out of it just a little bit and breathe. So I love alignment principles. I love learning about alignment stuff. But at the end of the day, I think the breath is the best indicator. If you don't know if something is right in your body, see if you can take a big, huge, deep breath there. If not, probably gone too far. Take a few more rounds. And then when you feel pretty even on both sides, I'll leave it up to you. Just come back to center and do the same thing we did before. So just turn your head the other way or forehead to the ground. Little shimmy of your hips, windshield wiper. Just breathe down into low back for a moment. And then we'll take a belly back bend. So everyone now, just set your shins down if they're lifted. Bring your forehead to your mat. Bring your arms down by your sides. Exhale all your air out. And as you inhale, lift every part of your body you can lift. So lift your chest, lift your legs, lift your arms. Hug in with your inner thighs. See if you can reach your fingers back, lift your heart higher. Stay here, or options. You can interlace fingers. You can take full floor bow. Bend your knees, reach back, grab hold of ankles or tops of feet. If you get hold of your feet or your ankles, then use that as leverage. Kick feet into hands, pull hands back into feet. Hug in with inner thighs, everybody, so you're not crunching up into your low back. Use your mid and your upper back mobility. Open your heart more. One more inhale, lift, 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 lift. And let it go. Ah, good. You can either stay on your belly and just like we did before, windshield wiper, shimmy your hips, or rise up to your hands and your knees. Take some movement from there, maybe some cat cows, maybe just sitting back into a child's pose would feel really good. And then in your next few rounds, in your next 5 breaths, somewhere in there, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. As you eventually move back into your down dog, just feel everything there is to feel. Recommit to your big, spacious breath. All right, friends, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And go ahead, everyone, open up your right hip. So peel it open. Stay here if you would like, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, or right hand behind your head. Yeah, lift your hips high. Heart wants to look at this front wall. See if you can let it. Good. One more big deep breath wherever you're at. Everybody three-legged down dog. So come back, and if you need to, you can set your right foot down and then re-extend. Everyone square off your hips. See if you can feel that big, huge difference. Square hips, open hips. Take one more inhale here. Now exhale, pigeon pose, right shin top of your space. Set your body down gently. If you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, you're welcome to take it there instead. Otherwise, take your time to set yourself up. Nice and wide through your right knee. So you want your right knee closer to the outer right edge of your mat, not midline. If your right knee is in the middle of your mat, you're not getting any external rotation in your hip, so you'd be better off on your back. If you can, take your right knee out wide, pull your right hip back so butt is not on the ground as you take your heart forward. Use your breath to soften. Use your exhales to soften. Any places that you don't need to be engaging, if you can let them just relax. Any places you don't need to be tensing up, if you can let those areas just let go. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Sigh it out your mouth if you want. All right, slowly, bottom of your next exhale, lift your upper body. We're gonna meet in a seat. So from wherever you're at, you can find your way into a seat. If you're in pigeon, you can let your hips open, sit over onto your right butt cheek, swing your left leg around. For a moment, let your legs extend and just kind of shake them out. And then almost like a fetal position with your legs. Bring right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, and then top of left knee or thigh to the sole of your right foot. Yes? Yes? Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything. And then from here, you're going to keep your left knee on the ground, inside of your left knee on the ground, and start to lower your upper body back. So try not to lift your ribs up and your heart, but instead keep a tone in your belly and as neutral of a spine as you can. Some people will be able to lay down, not me. So as soon as your left knee lifts, that's where you stop. Press your left knee forward and down, and then be there and breathe. We're working that inner rotation of our back, our left femur bone in the hip socket. Good job, you guys. Take about 3 more rounds. If you're one of those people that are laying down, try to press your back of your left ribs towards the ground. And then as gracefully as possible, and I know if you're laying down, it's not super easy, but see if you can start to lift yourself back up. And then from here, maybe without using your hands and without doing anything, just use that strength and mobility in your left hip. Take your left leg and swing it around. So coming into a twist is where we're going. So left foot outside of right thigh and kind of make any adjustments, scooch around on your sit bones. Hug your left knee in, sit up tall. If this is not working for you, you can extend your right leg instead. Take your left arm to the sky, reach up high, breathe in. And then exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes down behind you. Try not to put weight on your back, on your left hand, but use your left hand and your left arm to lift you up, to lengthen you more. If you want to latch your right elbow outside of left knee, or even take the bind, feel free. Perhaps gaze back over left shoulder. Good, you guys. So work the twist breath by breath. Couple more rounds. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Nice, Paul. All right, slowly unwind just through your upper body first. Bring your hands off the right edge of your mat. Your left butt cheek can lift and just let your back round as you take a little bow. Just a nice little counter stretch. Breathe into your low back. Breathe into your pelvis. And then lift up. Uncross your legs. You can take some windshield wipers if you'd like, or any other neutralizing movements you'd like. Eventually, we'll meet back in down dog. So you can get there your own way, or invitation to find boat pose for maybe 3 to 5 breaths. It's a little bit of core, lift your heart. Yes. Most intense variation will be legs extended and arms extended overhead. Modifications, you could hold on to the backs of your thighs or even bring your hands to the ground behind you. Yes, try to stay balanced on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. Take one more deep breath. End of your exhale, cross your ankles, rock forward. You can either step back, or if you want to, you can try a jump back to a chaturanga with bent elbows. Take a vinyasa or skip it. See you back in down dog. Thanks, Chris. All right, enjoiiiiii breath, a little bit longer, keep it going. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Open your left hip, so peel it open. Squeeze your outer left glute. Stay here, or option to flip, come into your 3-legged back bend. Heart wants to look at the front wall, see if you can let it. Lift your hips high, back muscles strong. One more round. Beautiful, nice, Anya. Come back, 3-legged down dog. So if you need to, set your left foot down and then re-extend. Square off your hips and feel the difference. Go for strength rather than height, length rather than height. One more inhale. Pigeon pose. Left shin forward, body to the ground gently. Thanks, Jen. So maybe this side is different than the other side. Maybe it wants to go somewhere different, so honor that. Find the structure of the pose first, and then settle in. Nice, Liz. So if you are somebody who can just easily plop into it and your left butt cheek is flat on the ground, then the invitation is to do the opposite, to find stability. Lift your butt cheek up and pull it back as you take your heart forward. Thanks, Corey. And use your breath, slow, spacious, just intentional. Maybe you visualize your breath moving down into your left hip. Soften where you can soften. Take about 5 more here. Sigh it out your mouth anytime. Last couple. Let's start to find our way up and into a seat eventually. So just ease your way onto your left outer hip. Swing your right leg around and take a moment. Give your legs that little shaky shake. And then left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Then right leg swings behind you, top of right knee or thigh to the sole of your left foot. And then again, try not to let your right knee lift. And you're going to start to lean your upper body back. Maybe you lay on the ground, but as soon as your right knee lifts, that's as far as you go. If you're laying on the ground, back of your right ribs, try to press them towards the ground. If you're leaning back, try not to create like a bridge pose or a back bend, but instead tone your belly, lengthen your low back. Imagine you're knitting your front ribs together. And if you feel pain at all in your right knee, do something with your right foot to make it active. Try to spread your toes apart. Take about 2, maybe 3 more deep breaths wherever you're at. And it doesn't have to be super graceful, but as graceful as you are able. If you're laying down, start to lift back up. And then see if you can just use that mobility and connection to your right hip. Without using your hands, swing your right leg around, right foot to the outside of left thigh. And then once you're there, you can just kind of scoot around. So both sit bones are on the ground. If your right butt cheek is lifted up, scoot around until it's not, or extend your left leg forward. So you want both sit bones rooted. Hug your right knee in, puff up your chest, right arm to the sky, inhale. And then exhale, twist to your right. Right hand comes down behind you, not to put all your weight on, not to lean back on, but just to help you sit up taller. Broaden through the front of your collarbones, through your shoulders. Good. Latch your left elbow to the outside of your knee, or even take the vine if you'd like. Couple more deep breaths into your low back, low belly. Good job. One more round, all the way to empty. Twist, twist, twist. And then unwind just your upper body first. Hands off the left edge of your mat. Take that little bow. Your right butt cheek now can lift up. Breathe into low back. And then lift your upper body, uncross your legs, shaky, shake them out. All right, reverse tabletop or reverse plank. So hands behind you, fingers face in towards your body, spread them out wide and press especially in the thumbs and index. Roll your shoulders back and down. Your feet are either on the ground, hips width distance apart, or legs extended, legs zipped together. So from here, see if you can first just lift your heart up, roll your shoulders back and down. And if this is where you want to stay, totally fine. Otherwise, don't let your shoulders roll forward and lift your hips up. Don't let your thumbs and index fingers lift off the ground. So keep pressing down firmly. Hug in with your inner thighs. Yes, lift your hips. If you're taking your head back, don't let it collapse back, but extend back. Take one more big inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, sit bones to the ground. All the way down to your back. If you want to use some core to get there, extend your legs, squeeze them together, reach your arms forward, hollow out your belly, one vertebra at a time, lower all the way down. Try not to let your legs lift. Once you are on the ground, full body stretch, arms long, legs long. Stretchy, stretch it out. And then just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, hug your knees in, rock side to side. And after a few rocks this time, you choose any spinal twist of your choice. Maybe you want to cross your legs, maybe you want to extend one leg, maybe a windshield wiper variation. And then after a few rounds of breath on this side, take it to the other side. So giving your weight to the ground now. Your breath is still there, big and spacious, a little bit longer, but your body is now just more supported by the ground underneath you. Feel that. When you feel pretty even on both sides with your twists, come back to center and find a happy baby pose. So use your happy baby to neutralize your spine. You don't want to round in happy baby as much as possible. Try to get the rounding out. So press down through your tailbone, pull down through the backs of your shoulders. As you pull down with your arms, press up through your heels. So you're resisting with your legs, get your knees as close to the ground on the outsides of your ribs as you can. Maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe even extend one or both legs. A little bit of play. And eventually, friends, if there are any other finishing poses you want to take, give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths to move through them. And if you're ready for your Shavasana, just start settling in right away. So my thought for you, it's a poem by Hannah Rowe. It's called Same. I still haven't figured out how to keep my shower floor clean, or make my morning smoothies, or respond to stress calmly. Same, 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 my friends tell me. A love note of sorts. Maybe the world doesn't need us to cut down on carbs or make more money or waste less time. Maybe instead, it needs us to reach those who feel alone in their messy homes, or difficult relationships, or unresolved issues, to impress less and connect more, to share one simple message: same, same, same. So these last few moments, whatever you've got going on in your life right now, whatever stress, whatever chaos, you do not need to solve it. You do not need to figure it out or fix it. See if you can just let everything in your life be exactly as it is. Not worry what comes next. Not worry about what the future holds. Just feel yourself right here in this space. All that energy in your body, that aliveness in your body. Sensations, pulsations, emotions. See if you can just allow for these last few moments. So feel yourself as just a wide open space that allows life energy to flow through. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Just gently begin to move, wiggle your fingers, toes, just come back into your physicality. And as you're ready, no rush, but eventually fetal position on either side. Really just allow yourself to rest there for one last moment. And let your practice really soak in. Visualize that using your imagination in some way that resonates for you, makes sense for you. Use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up to seated meditation. So everybody just sitting facing towards the front of your mat in the front of our space. And with your eyes closed, sit up nice and tall and gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll just seal our practice together with one collective Om. So let your voice just contribute to the sound of the whole. Don't worry about how you sound in particular. Just focus on how it feels and how we feel together. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if you need to. And breathe in your voice. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you all so much for showing up, letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, Brian. And one more announcement. Let's add, I started a new class, many of you have heard, but it's just Thursdays, 11 to 11:45, just a little small one, and it's just a sound bath. So if ever in the middle of the day you just want to come lay and get sound bathed, or you know anyone who would enjoy that, send them my way. Don't have to move. You can just lay there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You're just the most beautiful girl. You're just the most beautiful girl that I ever was. I need to take you to the park. Huh? Yes, I need to go to the park for the good girl. Yes, we'll go, okay? Yes, yes. New Tahiti shirt. Just making us all a little jealous. Did you notice when that came in? It's kind of scary.